Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. I have a quick little Temu haul. My stuff came, I'm very excited. I got a bunch of new t-shirts and things. I want to get those haul up so I can throw them in the wash. I always rinse everything out when I get it. And it's going to be really nice and warm. It's supposed to be almost 80 degrees today, but you know, it's kind of cloudy and windy. I don't know if it's going to get quite that hot, which I'm not ready for that yet. It just went from like 40 degrees to 80 degrees, so March and April are crazy. But anyway, I am going to get this stuff out here. I'll flip my camera around so I can show you guys what I got. All right, let's start out with the t-shirts. I have other things too, not just t-shirts, but I did pick up quite a few because I wanted some new ones. I got this one. I thought this was really pretty with the dragonfly on it on the purple. Very pretty. I got these in an extra large just so they're a little bit loose. I don't like my shirts really tight. And I did get the 1Xs last time. They were way too big, so learned my lesson there. This was $10.50. And these all came from Temu, nothing from the local. Learned my lesson on that. And it actually gets here quicker than local, you guys know that. I got this green one here. I don't know how I like this collar yet on here, the way they did the neck. We'll see how it lays. I don't know. The other ones aren't like that, but then I thought this was real pretty too for spring and summer, and I really like the color of this one. I like green. And this was $10.12. What was the other one? $10.50. And then I got this pretty red one here. It's just a plain red shirt. This one was only $5.77. It was on sale, and you know, nothing special. It's just a plain. I mean, this is real pretty if you put on like a little necklace with it or something. It would be, you know, nice to go out for the summer. So I got that one, and I love this material. I'm just so in love with their t-shirts because, you know, they're just so easy to care for. You wash them, you can roll them up in a ball. They pretty much don't even wrinkle very much. I mean, some of these have a little wrinkle in them now from being shipped, but normally no. I got this one here. These are all the same size. This was $11.42. I don't know how they figure their pricing, but still, I thought this one was just simple. This one's a little wrinkled. Just with some little flowers on there. I thought that was real cute. So, just trying to get ready for this hot weather I know is coming very soon. It's like already hot, too hot. I got another one here with another dragonfly on it. Oh, this one's got, hang on, it's got the paper in it. There we go. The other ones didn't have that. This one was $10.16. And this one just says, just breathe. Ugh, if I get a hold of it here, sorry guys. Look how pretty that is. I like this one a lot. You know, they have a nice sleeve to them. They're not real short. They're just, and not, you know, not the real long t-shirt sleeve either. They're just right. I like them. So, got that one. I think I have one. Oh no, I have two more. I got this. This is the second time I purchased this one. The first time I got it in the wrong size. So now I got it in the right size. This is more of like a sweater. This one's great for springtime when you don't know what the weather's going to be like. But it's kind of like a brownish gray and cream color. And I like the little buttons on there. I thought that would be nice. And it's a nice length too. It's quite long. And this one was $16.41. This was the most expensive one that I got. And then the last t-shirt I got is, oh no, I'm throwing things on the floor. This one was $11.17, and this is another one with just some pretty little flowers on it. I like little things on my t-shirts, you know, not a lot of big gaudy stuff on it, but these are like just right, and I really like the color of this one. It's really pretty. So I'll link all of these under the video if anybody wants to check any of these out. I always like to do that for you guys. And what did I throw on the floor? Oh goodness. All right, well, that was it for the shirts. I have enough shirts. I need to stop buying. I'm addicted to their shirts. I swear I just buy them constantly. I did get a set of tweezers that I need in this craft room. A lot of things that I do, people are like, why don't you use tweezers? Well, because I didn't have any. So this was a set of two. They were 76 cents. And they're like these little precision tweezers. These have a really, really fine point. I think it would be good for like beads or whatever. And then this one here is more like an angled And also not very, very fine point. So I think these will work good in here. And they're more like a crafting scissor. They're not like a hair tweezer or anything. They don't have the oomph for that, I don't think. But I thought that was pretty good. I'm going to stick these right over here in my mess of stuff. Oh, they really sunk down in there. Oh no, I'll forget where they're at. I can't see them. All right, maybe I'm going to have to put these in my drawer. They're too short to fit in my little container back there. All right, right in my drawer they go. But I thought it was a pretty good deal for 76 cents. I did get 3 more of the rings for my phone. I have these on every phone case that I have. Let me get one out here so you can see what I'm talking about. And these were $1.30. And I got 3 of them. And they're self-adhesive. You just peel the back on. And I like to get the clear ones because you guys know I always had the pretty cases on my phone for different holidays and stuff. So with the clear, it doesn't show through. And then these have look like little gems in there. But it's great. You know, I always stick my finger in it because my hands are so stupid and shaky sometimes anymore that I don't want to drop my phone. So I figure while I'm thinking about it, I picked up 3 more of those for when I get my new case out, because I have another new case that I showed you guys last week, I think. Or not last week, last haul, I mean. It's really nice. I got these. These are precision nail cutters. These were $1.84. And these are like really angled. So if you got them tough and they open really wide, you know, the older you get, the bigger your toenails get. We know the struggle's real, people. But these are angled so you can kind of get down the side there where you need to or whatever. So I don't know how they work yet. Haven't tried them. Just, like I said, I just got this stuff and I just want to... Why won't that go back on now? There it goes. And I like that they have like a little protective cover on because those suckers are sharp. What did I say that was? $1.84. So there you go. And then I got this a seam ripper. For all you sewers out there, know what I'm talking about. And I thought this was real pretty. It looks almost like a brass handle on it. It's plastic, but it looks fancy. That's how fancy I am. But yeah. And then you have your little seam ripper there with a little ball on it. And I think my husband must be back because my dog alarm is going off like crazy out there. You hear them? I don't need a doorbell. But anyway, what was that? $1.84. So I put that in with my sewing stuff. I'm going to pause this here till they're done barking. Alright, got them to stop barking now. I got some more of these pretty pictures. I love these. These are like a postcard feel to them. And this one is, what is this one called? It's called Fall Food is what this is called. I just thought these were really pretty. So I'll put these away for, they're all different ways for some reason in this pack. But I thought these were really nice. This one here, tomatoes. They're all different ways. I don't know what all this says. But we have this one here. We have the carrots. These are pretty with the sunflowers. We got the eggs. I'll try to go through these a little quicker because I forget how many there were. Oh, there was 20. We got peaches. I know some of this stuff is, I don't know if it's, Appalachia Cider, 1952. I didn't know. Are these things I've just never heard of? Yeah, some of these are really not good. Dang. Look how they spell rosemary and tiny. Oh my goodness. Well, I didn't see that when I was looking at them. This is Radish Seds This pack is not recommended. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this one's a mess. I mean, you could cut the pictures out of here if you want to eliminate the words. This is fresh butter. I can't with my life. Sow and grow pumpkins. That one's nice. Hot Market. Not quite sure what that says. Apple cider. Oh goodness. Okay. I probably won't even list these in the description thing below because these are absolutely ridiculous. Fresh. I don't know. They're funny if nothing else. Oh, there you go. This one's even completely cut off. Large, fresh, something vegetable. Okay. And then we have pumpkin bread. All right, well, that's a nice one right there. I can read that. And autumn pumpkin. I have to really read these now because sometimes the letters are just like off one and you don't really pick it up the first time you look at it. Yeah, these are... I'm... Oh, I can't. Not what I expected them to say whatsoever. Apple Orchard Tour. Okay. Totally didn't even pick up on that one either. You live and you learn. Alright, well, the pictures are really nice. The words, not so much. Okay, let's put that away. I got this huge stencil that I want to use for fall. I figure I'm getting this stuff now because you know what? This stuff comes and goes so quick. This was $2.35 and it's this really pretty lacy looking pumpkin. So I gotta find myself something big enough to stencil this onto. Isn't that beautiful? I love this. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to put that on. And then I did get a couple more, or just one more, I guess, of these. It has a couple in here. How many's in here? There's 2 pieces. Are they the same? Hang on. I didn't realize it was 2 in this package. I have to open it here and see if... Come on. Let me fold that down so it doesn't stick on itself. See if they're the same. They are not. Okay. These are those silkscreen stencils that I've been meaning to get to. It has all like a silk screen on here where you stencil that really holds the color and stuff really nice. This one says, be the change that you wish you see in the world. Do all things with love and perfectly imperfect. I love that saying. But there's 3 different stencils on this page. And then this one says, choose happy. Be a nice human. Love yourself. You are strong. Think positive and never give up. So you can make yourself some inspirational plaques or whatever you want to do with these. I really like these a lot. But I do want to get to that. I wanted to this week. But you know what? Over the weekend, I don't know if I had food poisoning or somebody said there's a stomach virus going around. I don't know which one it was. But let me tell you what, Saturday night through Sunday, I was miserable. All right, and then the last thing I got here before I'll go grab little P for a few minutes. I got another flag. This one was $3.31. I'm going to have to change my battery again, too. I did get new batteries, too, but it must be something setting in my camera that's killing these batteries. All right, anyway, I got this welcome flag. Look how cute they are. This one's going out on the patio. Isn't that cute? And they're double-sided. That's what I love about these flags. And this is like that burlappy material. These things hold up like crazy. I've had some for years. They don't fade. They don't fall apart. They're just really nice. So what I say they were? Did I tell you how much it was? Did I throw away the paper? I think I did. Was this it? Yes, it was, because this one was folded just half. Usually, sometimes they come folded small. Yeah, $3.31. But yeah, I love this. All right, let me clean this stuff up here. I'm going to throw my shirts downstairs so they can get laundered. So I can have those, because it's going to be hot again tomorrow. And I need to wash all my spring shirts again because, you know, they get that funky closet smell after being in there all winter. All right, so let me do that. I'm going to go grab Little P, and I'll be right back. All right, here's Little P. Come say hi. He was very busy out there, so hopefully he'll be happy. He was in my African Gray's cage playing with one of his wooden toys. So I really didn't want to come. I'm busy. I was busy with that toy. You can play with it when we go back. Here, you want something in here? Here's your old piece of wood I found the other day. You haven't chewed that up. Be good? Yeah. He's been pretty good this week. Well, the week's early yet, though, huh? He's been pretty good. Besides his normal yelling when he wants attention. But other than that, he's good. It's just been one of those weeks where I got to be very aware of what he's doing. Because, again, I was down here at my craft room trying to get things straightened up a little bit. And next thing I know, I hear this little peep. And I have like a baby gate. So my little dogs can't get in here. And he just hopped right through it and came in here to see me. All the way down the hallway, came all by himself. Walking, you know, because he's lazy and he doesn't fly. He has no interest in flying. It's not that he can't. Nope, it's not that he can't do it. If something scares him, he flies. He'll fly all the way across the room. He's flown all the way down the hall when something scared him, like a, you know, if there's a hawk or something outside the window, it scares him. But on an everyday basis, nope, he'd rather climb down and walk. Yeah, you don't want to show off. That's what it is, huh? Oh, you're going to town on that. I'll have to get you some more of those. What are those? Yucca wood, I believe. Yeah. He does like to chew wood. So try to keep lots of that stuff, you know, in their bird cages and things, so they're not chewing the woodwork, which they occasionally get to, but not too much. Not like they used to. They used to be awful at that, especially my sun conure. She's the worst one, though. She's always trying to get into something she's not supposed to. But I've had to repair windowsills and things like that. That's why we blocked off our kitchen with just a sheer curtain, because that's connected. The bird room's the next room before the living room. And just to keep them out of the kitchen because, well, besides I don't want them out there when we're cooking anything, and they just get in too much trouble out there. Humpy. Yeah, you guys want to open up every, like, chip bag, anything you see out there. Throw everything on the floor. But Rosie, my sun conure, she's the worst one as far as she's chewed my cabinets out there I've had to fix, and the woodwork on the windows was bad before I decided that they just can't be out there anymore. And the funny thing is their bird room is nothing but wood shelves, woodwork around the windows. They have never touched that. Knock on wood. Never. Only in the kitchen for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's the white paint. They don't like the dark colors. I don't know. I'll have to paint everything dark. Eat a good pay. Yeah. I don't think... you have chewed wood out in the kitchen, yes. When you're on that play stand, you used to like to reach up towards that one cabinet and try to get it. Yeah, you did. And besides, take my Keurig coffee maker apart and throw all the lids off the dog goodies and, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. Everything must be on the floor. If you could move my appliances, you'd probably throw those too, wouldn't you? But no more of that stuff for you kids. Not for years now. Not unless somebody's standing right there with you. And still, he could get the thing so quick. You know, if you just look away for a second, it's like a kid. You look away and this boy can get in trouble. Huh? Yeah, you do. We gotta get some more nails trimmed this week. I have to do peas, but we did take two of my other parrots we took on Saturday to get that little point filed off the beak and to get their nails trimmed because they were really bad. I haven't had them there in a while. It's just been so hard to get them there. But I took my African Gray and my rose-breasted cockatoo because their nails were just out of control. I don't like to do them. I hate, like the African Gray, his toenails are black. So kind of like peas, but peas are a little bit of a lighter color. You can kind of see where you should cut and where you should not. Smokies, I can't tell. So we take them to the professionals that do this stuff for a living because they know, huh? So we went up to the parrot shop and they took right care of them, huh? Yes, they did. And this week I think we're going to take Charlie, if I can get him in a crate, my double yellowhead Amazon, who has been so nasty because it is mating season this time of year and he tends to get really nasty because, you know, but he's just been diving at our faces and stuff and his beak needs to be trimmed because it's very sharp. Just take that little, because the top beak, they don't really eat that much with it. They scoop stuff with it, but they mainly chew. Like you can see him, it's the bottom one that really gets in there. So we need to get that point off of his beak before he takes out an eye, and his nails really need to be trimmed. But he's very difficult. He's big and I'm the only one that can pick him up, and sometimes he's not thrilled with me, and sometimes he just wants to just dive in people's faces. But I love him to death. I know it's crazy I talk about him like that, but I just love that bird to death. He's just so sweet. I just love him, even though he has his moments. But, that's my Charlie boy. That's what I always call him. I say, where's my Charlie boy? Yeah. You don't mind Charlie, huh? Charlie, and he doesn't bother any of the other birds either. He's not like a nasty bird. He just, I don't know, he has issues. Alright, well, we're going to let everybody go. And we're going to go back out there, and you're almost done with that. So I think it's like almost nap time, huh, Pay? Yay! But thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little haul, and I'll see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everyone. Say bye-bye, P.